Hey, welcome back. Ali here, and in this video we're going to talk about Instagram hashtag hacks that you're going to use to save time and grow your account and business on this platform. So let's jump right into this. I want to talk about specifically 4 Instagram hashtag hacks, and these are evergreen. You can use these hashtag hacks forever to grow your business on this platform. All right, now let's talk about this. Let's jump into the number 1. So number 1 is keyboard shortcut. So here's what I mean. So when you've done your hashtag research and maybe you have multiple set of 30 hashtags and using them over and over again, so it's really time consuming to type them all. I hope you're not doing that, right? So instead of that, what some people do is, and I used to do is, we create in the Apple Notes or in your whatever phone you use, we create these notes, right? Like, look at this. So here's one set of 30 hashtag, here's another one, and here's another one. So every time you create a post, you can come down here, hit select, and copy, and then use them on your Instagram post or even stories if you have less than 10 hashtags. Now, there's an easier way to do this, and that's creating keyboard shortcuts, and I'm going to show you how. So on iPhone, we're going to go to settings, and then we're going to go to general, which is right here, and then we are going to go to keyboard, and it's actually text replacement shortcuts right here. And look at this. So I have several different shortcuts, but look at the HT1, HT2, HT3. So these are hashtag shortcuts. So if I go to HT1, so basically when I type HT1, it pastes these 30 hashtags, which is right here. So these are 30 hashtags that I copied from my notes. Now, let me do a quick demo. And what's the benefit of this? Can you guess? Well, it's going to save you a lot of time. For example, let's say I'm doing a post. I'm creating a brand new post. Let's go back. So let's say I'm creating a brand new post. Hit next. And then write caption. So I can type. So look at this. Watch this. So I'm going to type HT1. And now look at this. So these are the 30 hashtags. So very, very easy to do. And also it saves you a lot of time. So I'm going to delete all of these. Let me go back here, and actually there's an easier way to, I can go at the end and just kind of pick the, click the backspace and then delete everything. That's pretty cool. And just to kind of like show you again, so right now I'm going to type HT2. And you see right here, all these hashtags, these are from text replacement. So that was our tactic number 1. And actually, let me show you this. So this is what we're talking about. Hashtag hacks. Number 1 was using text replacement or keyboard shortcuts so you can save a lot of time. Number 2 is follow relevant hashtag stock on ideal audience. So think about this. So whatever your business is, and for example, in my case, I live in Dallas. So people in Dallas business owners, people who are talking about Dallas marketing and social media, that's my audience. So what you can do is follow the relevant hashtags. Why? Because then you will start seeing the content from those hashtags in your feed, and you can interact with those people. So I'm going to quickly scroll down and see if I see anything. There you go. So one of the hashtags I follow is Dallas influencers. So think about like me, my business is social media marketing agency, consulting agency. So I work with other businesses, I work with other influencers, I work with other bloggers, and I live in Dallas. So I'm following hashtags like Dallas influencer, Dallas marketing, Dallas business. So think about that, about your business. So, if you're a business, in Dallas and you're in retail, or maybe you're a restaurant, so maybe follow or search for hashtags. So actually, let's take that example. So let's say you are a restaurant in Dallas. So I'm going to go back here. So anyone who's interested in Dallas food, look at this. So I'll go to hashtags. So Dallas foodie, Dallas food blogger, Dallas foodie. So these are your people. So what I would do is follow these hashtags, and then I'll start seeing content. I'll start seeing content for these. I think I'm already following some of these hashtags. Look at this. So Dallas influencer. So it's a content from a person, Jessica. Here's the content from that hashtag. That's an ad. Here's a content from another person. Right? I'm trying to see if I have another example. Here you go, another content from Dallas influencer, same hashtag. So some hashtags are going to be more active, some are not. But here's why. Oh, here you go. So content from Dallas business. So look at this. So why do you want to do this? Because when you follow the right hashtag, the hashtag your audience is using, I know I use the word stock, you get to engage with them in your feed, in your home feed. So that's what I would say. Find 10 hashtags that your audience uses, follow them, and then on daily basis, engage with those people, talk to those people, and then, if it makes sense, you can tell them to follow you. You can tell them to check out your account or your business. Or if you have any offers, if it makes sense, don't just like spam people. You can tell them about your offer. So that was tactic number 2. Let's talk about tech number 3 is using hashtag in story and hiding them. So one of the things a lot of people, when you use Instagram stories, people still don't use hashtags. You absolutely should, in my opinion. And you can use up to 10 I try to use like between 3 and 4. You can use up to 10. You can always test it. So create some stories with 3, 4, or 10, and then see which one works the best. But when you use hashtag on your Instagram stories, you get a lot of. So I'm gonna go to story, and let's take a quick picture of my messy desk. Look at this. And then how do you use hashtags? So a couple of ways. So one, you can click on the sticker icon. So I clicked on this sticker icon, and I can add a hashtag like this. So I'll just say Dallas business, right? Again, why did I do that? Because that's my targeted hashtag, right? So that's one way. But what I really want to show you is you can also click on text and watch this. So I'm gonna type, let's say, Dallas marketing. Let's see if you can find it. There you go. Dallas blogger. I'm gonna just type DFW business. So I'm gonna type just a bunch of hashtags. DFW influencer maybe. There you go. So now here's the hashtag. Now I know it looks kind of messy, right? When you have hashtags like this. So how do you hide them? It's super easy. So what I'm gonna do is just sort of with 2 fingers, just kind of pinch or zoom out and look at this. So I can make them big or I can make them small. Here you go. And since they're white, I'm gonna drag them on the top of that marker. So you almost like don't even see them anymore, right? And you can also, move them around. There you go. So there are different ways to hide hashtags on your Instagram story. So 2 lessons here. Number 1, do use hashtags on your Instagram stories so you can attract more people to your account and grow your business. And number 2, you can hide these hashtags so they're not, taking up space on your awesome content, right? All right, let's talk about the next one. So next, Instagram hashtag hack. So as you can see, there's a theme here. You can save time, right? You can engage and build a relationship with your audience. You can attract your audience, more of your ideal audience. So all of these hashtag hacks are evergreen. They're not going to expire today or tomorrow. Some of these are, I know platforms like Instagram and Facebook, they always change UIs or new features and stuff like that. So things will always move around, right? But in theory, in the concept of this will always work. It's an evergreen concept. All right. Now, the last one I want to quickly touch is use hashtags to find UGC. It's the user-generated content. So a lot of time, depending on your business, you may have other people who are creating content that you can use. And obviously, a big disclaimer here, always ask. So always ask them before you use their content. And I'll kind of share some examples. Brands like Taco Bell, Starbucks, they use a lot of sometimes user-generated content too. But this helps you, number 1, curate content and build community. Because imagine if I have a taco restaurant in Dallas, right? Again, example of Dallas, and I search for Dallas tacos or taco lovers, things like that. And there are tons and tons of people. And guess what? Now for my business account, I will reach out to them and say, hey, Julie or Jason, love your content. Would you mind? We would love to feature this content on our Instagram account, right? Guess what? A lot of people would love it when you say, hey, we're going to feature you, right? So 9 out of 10 times they're going to say yes. But what's win for you? Number one, you get content. Number two, you build a relationship with that person, right? And if they're an influencer, if they have some following, guess what? They can send a lot of new audience to you. So let's look at a couple of examples here. So I want to look at Taco Bell. So some of their content is actually, they curate, or it's a user-generated content. So, actually, let's go back to the phone. There you go. So, I don't know if you saw the Taco Lovers example or not. But anyways, I'm on the Taco Bell. And you see on this account, let's say, so some of their content is, I'm going to see, it could be user-generated content. So look at this. So they're probably using this post. Taco Bell is using from Maddie. So if I go to Maddie's account, she probably posted it first. And then Taco Bell probably got permission and then used that post. Here's another one. Right? So that could be a user-generated content. Actually, let me give you a better, I know it's kind of like oh, there you go. So she posted that content here, and she tagged Taco Bell. Maybe that's how Taco Bell found it, or they could have found it from a user-generated hashtag. So there's a lot of different ways you can kind of build a community like this. Sometimes you can even encourage your followers. So for example, right here, Taco Bell Muse, if I go inside that hashtag, so you can create hashtag campaigns. So you can create branded hashtag, and tell your community to start using those. And when they start using them, then like this, so you see how I can go inside the hashtag and see all these people who are creating this content. And they're not, like, that's not Taco Bell, that's a person. Let's see, here's another person, right, using that. And you can always reach out to them and feature some of this content on your Instagram account. You get content, you also get to build a relationship with these people. It's a win-win. So you can use hashtags to curate user-generated content. One other example, I've seen it recently. So sometimes their accounts, let me see if I can find it. Men and Coffee. So sometimes accounts do this. For example, this account right here, Men and Coffee, so they're telling their audience, tag us and use this hashtag to be featured. So there's an idea for you. So you can also create hashtag campaigns like this, where you create a branded hashtag, and then you tell your audience to use those hashtags or that hashtag. And that way, when you go inside that, you'll be able to curate content, user-generated content, and build a relationship. This is very, very, very powerful. All right, there you go. So these are 4 Instagram hashtag tactics that you can use to save time, build relationship with your audience, attract new audience, and also curate content to grow your account and business on the platform. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, reach out to me.